where they're counting ballots. I've been here for a few hours. It's died down quite a bit. People are going home for the night, but I'm going to make one last trip over to the protest area, which is in a parking lot, and walk around, see what's going on. I will be back tomorrow morning. I'll be shooting some drone footage when I'm down here in the day tomorrow. So let me flip the camera around. Follow me on Haps. Download the Haps app, and you could support my work and plenty of other independent journalists. Share the post on all the social medias. All right, we got a sign here. So things are much less intense right now. People are just talking. There aren't as many people on bullhorns here right now. People are tending to cluster over here in this corner. You could see the set media area behind this fence here. Free speech zone. This has angered a lot of people. This is interesting right here. They have these signs up that give you a QR code so you can go to watch the results being tabulated. I haven't seen it yet, the live stream, but I've been talking to people about it. So the last time I was here was about an hour and a half ago. There was a lot more energy at that point, but it started to rain a little bit. And I think a lot of people went home. I'll be back tomorrow, though, so I'll be here all day. Now I'm going to go up to where one of the guys with the bullhorn is.
And so, promises kept. And look, we have to be out here fighting for Trump to turn off for us. And also, we got to stand up against cancel culture, and we gotta proclaim our love for our country. And like Trump said, you had multiple presidents in the past that were ashamed of America, but I'm a president that loves and sticks up for America. That's Trump's word.
Well, one way to combat censorship is to watch live streams like this that bypass traditional media news streams.
Fighting for our president. And so when cancel culture tells us not to say something that is politically incorrect, then we should say, you know what? Like as a teacher, I'm going to be a Trump supporter, even though my district is obviously more very liberal. And if I have to lose half my friends because I support conservative values, then that's what it is. And let me put some words here. Who believes that Trump can still win this?
Yes, it is a stabilizer, Frank.
Who believes that Trump can win Arizona?
Gimbal. I'm getting plenty of people watching on Reddit. Thanks for watching.
When everything's played out in overtime, and all the secrets of hiding ballots and Republicans not allowed in precincts and counties in Detroit and what's going on in Pennsylvania, that our president has a pretty good fighting chance.
I'm going to turn the camera to the entrance of this facility. You can see.
Having the Rangers, I'm a big basketball person when I used to go to ASU, and I said, in terms of the NBA, their ratings went down. I don't want to talk. Sorry, I won't talk about that. But do we want? I'm gonna say it. Do we want to go to sports events where they love and respect our great American flag? Yeah. And also, Trump loves Latinos, right? Yeah. Trump loves black brothers and sisters. Asian
It's peaceful here. No violence that I've seen so far on this trip.
In my district, meeting students in high school that were Latinos, zero. None of them were deported. That was a lie made up by fake news media. Because guess what? That wall that Trump built, and we should give him credit for, to stop MS.
So you got the media on one side of this fence. It's kind of a bizarre thing how they constructed this fence here, largely to ostensibly protect the media, but we're doing fine over here, so I don't really know. Apparently, though, it's also to prevent or to allow people to employees to get to their car or something like that. But
all these optimists appear. Now, people on the left want to say, you're a conspiracist, you know?
All right, I'm going to walk around the perimeter here.
You know, you want to count the vote in Arizona, but you wouldn't count the vote.
It's very similar to like my model.
Here are more of these signs advertising where you can see the live stream of the vote count. Some in Spanish, some in English.
So, let's give it up for Trump, because you know what was passed today? The Supreme Court passed that all ballots marked with the postage after the election are now put to the side.
Oh yeah, come on!
So my last slide is, first of all, I love each and every one of you. I'm glad to be a teacher. I had a rough time growing up in Phoenix, in Arizona, as a 15-year-old. So I always tell my kids, I got my GED, Chicanos por la casa, paid me $10 a day to get my GED. Let's give it up for Trump for being for school choice. Because I was a dropout because I took the wrong route, and I don't think public education is perfect. It's not perfect. So, you know what I did? I believed in the American dream. I went to Phoenix College. I got my graduate. I'm the first graduate in my family. And at the end of the day, I'm going to praise God and be a patriot.
Thanks for the tip, Pablo. I'm going to move around here, see if I can get better reception. All right, this is Eric Rosenwald. I'm live right now from the Maricopa County elections facility here where they're counting ballots. There's still a crowd here, at least 100 people. Apparently there were thousands earlier in the day. It's getting late here. It's 10:38 local time. So download the HAPS app. You can follow the broadcasts on all the different socials. But if you use HAPS, you can contribute to my work. You could do one-time donations. There's a cool Buy Me a Coffee feature. You could do monthly subscriptions. And there are plenty of other HAPS journalists on the platform that you can sponsor and support. It keeps us out here. It keeps us bringing these live streams to you. I'm a freelance video journalist, and I'm not on assignment right now. So anything you can do to pitch in. Originally, I was going to sleep in my car right down the street here, but I'm actually going to get a hotel room. So any money you get is going to the hotel room. I'm going to be here tomorrow and throughout the day. I should be getting some drone footage in the morning. Safety permitting, there are police helicopters around here. I'm a licensed commercial drone pilot. I fly with insurance, so it's on the up and up when I fly. It is close to an airport, and there are some safety issues, but it is legal for me to fly here. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow when we have some sunlight. What do you have to do to become press? That's a very good point. Um, well, we live in America, and there's a First Amendment, and there's a great old saying, freedom of the press belongs to anyone who owns one. And nowadays, your phone, your smartphone, is a printing press. So just pick up a camera, pick up your phone, bring a notepad, go cover the news on your own. The only real credential that exists that really matters is the First Amendment. Media outlets will have issue press IDs, things like that, but they really don't mean anything. They're not like a government issued ID. Now, there are certain circumstances where if you're going to cover local news at like a county building or something like that, where there's a lot of need for press to be in there, sometimes the government will issue press passes. You see that a lot in big cities where there's just too much demand to allow all journalists in there. So yeah. I don't have any credentials right now. There's some professional organizations that I could, get like some credentials, but they really don't mean anything. It's now in the real world, the only ID that truly matters is a government issued one, and that's not how it works in America. That's great. We don't have to register as a journalist. Occasionally, I'll come across. Yeah, you can get stuff. I got a lot of my gear custom made and stuff. This is not a vest. It's a patch there. But let's see here. Yeah, occasionally I'll actually come across TV reporters who have argued that there should be uh, a license to practice journalism. I was pretty shocked. I'm amazed when I hear journalists say this. It's kind of terrifying. No journalist should argue for journalism licensing, but yeah, it's crazy. I've even heard people compare it to the medical profession. Well, doctors need a license to do their job, so journalists should too. Anyway, that's ridiculous. All you need is a camera and go do your thing. So thanks for watching. And like I said before, you could sponsor my work on Haps. It really helps out. But also share this broadcast. Cool. We got some people back here with the Trump flag. Hey, I'm live streaming right now. Can I talk to you guys? Okay, cool. Let me flip the camera around. All right. It's late out here on a Friday night. You guys are committed. So why are you out here?
Well, we're not from here. We're not from Arizona. We're from California.
What part?
Sacramento.
Okay. So why'd you come down here specifically?
We actually came here for holiday, for vacation, but it turned out like the perfect time to bring our flag and let people know how we feel, and that we're pissed at Maricopa County.
Why are you pissed at Maricopa County?
Because I really think that the vote, I think that I think it's a miscount, and I don't like it.
Okay. So you think they're just counting them wrong, or do you think that they're stuffing the ballots, or what do you think is happening?
I think it's voter fraud.
Voter fraud. Okay. So you're saying that the votes that are coming in are fraudulent to begin with? Some of these votes?
I think there's ballot dumps.
Ballot dumps. Okay. All right.
And I think, you can look at Michigan.
Okay.
You can look at Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. Where over 100,000 votes come in, all for one candidate, just one. Not for Jorgensen, not for Trump, just one candidate only. That's weird, right? Is that not weird? Look at Philly.
Philly.
Look at
Okay.
Philly.
Yeah, what's going on in Philly? I haven't had a chance to look it up right now.
Philly's
what are you saying?
had plenty of voter fraud problems. And then let's take for instance Michigan. They had to actually openly say, our machines didn't work right. There's 6,000 votes that were counted extra for Biden. Why is it always to one side and not the other? Why is that? I'd like to know. And why is there a miscount? Period.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for talking. All right. We got a little dog here having a nap. All right, people are tending to cluster right here in the corner of this parking lot, which is right near the entrance. And I'll put the entrance is right up here. So
The eyes of the world are on us right now. This is the hour. This is the battlefield. This is it, or else it's all over for humanity.
it's great to see so many viewers on Reddit. Please share a link to this on any of the socials. Get more people watching.
Because there will be no future in the fight. My name is Michael McCoy. Took an hour to get my food drinking after you guys all left. I sat there.
Hey man, I remember talking to you. I filmed your debate with that one guy. Yeah. I'm live streaming right now. Do you mind if I just do an interview with you real quick to talk about that discussion?
Are you independent?
I'm independent. Yeah. Yep. I'll give you my business card after this. What's that? Yeah, I'm on Instagram, all the social stuff like that. So I'll give you my card. You can see where it's broadcasting. All right, man. What's your name?
My name is Gavin.
Gavin. Okay, so I got a live stream earlier today, a couple hours ago, where you were in a debate with someone who said that they were Republican, but they criticized folks like you who are open carrying here. He criticized you, saying that you were going to create a bad image. He claimed you as a Trump supporter.
The Republican Party.
Yeah. So what's your response to that whole discussion? Now, what was really clear too is very civil. You guys were very polite with each other. It was cool seeing that. So tell me a little bit about that.
So that gentleman, I was kind of trying to draw things out of him in our conversation, and I drew out that he was some type of social media influencer with something like 500,000 followers or something like that. I have never heard of him. So basically, he came up to me, and I was actually being interviewed by somebody else. I've had a number of people come up to me, and he said, "Do you think that open displaying your AR-15 is good for the Republican Party?" And so we entered into a discussion. I mean, I felt that I was pretty calm, cool, and collected, and like courteous and respectful the entire time. And we just talked. He was very interested in drawing the crowd in. And I kept trying to tell him, I don't know if that interview is going to be on your channel.
It will.
I kept telling him, look at me. Let's have a conversation. Let's figure this out. We have a disagreement. We're both somewhat like-minded if we're here to support President Trump. But when it comes to pistols, I think open carrying is. I personally don't choose open carry. I choose a concealed carry, as I'm doing with my pistol right now. That's just how I do it. But my philosophy is I have if I carry a pistol when there's 0% chance of me being in a gunfight. Anything higher than that, I want a long gun. So I decided today that I was going to wear my AR-15. I have done some protection work, some fugitive recovery work before. I'm not a veteran by any means, but I have carried a gun for a living in a certain regard. So I kind of did my own security analysis, and I felt that this place was a target. So, literally, this is not a political statement, like I was saying in our little discussion. I literally brought this here to make sure that everybody here goes home safe, that everything stays cool. there was a really loud outburst from a gentleman who was a Trump supporter over here that there's a Spanish news crew that they did something to set him off a little bit, and he was being very aggressive with the security guy, and I literally stood with the security guy against this somewhat Trump support, but I talked to the guy, he's a good dude, he's just a little rowdy, but that's fine, that happens. So I'm literally just here to make sure that the peace is kept, because this is a peacekeeping drill that keeps everything kosher and good and safe.
So some people are from states where there is no open carry. They wouldn't in a million years see someone walking down the street with a rifle. So what do you say to people who just look at you and they say, oh my God, he has an assault rifle. This is scary. The police should be there. What do you say to those people who are scared that aren't from a state like Arizona like us?
The police are here, and I literally walked right by them with this slung, and they didn't even give me a second look. Okay. Arizona is a state where it's allowed. I believe in following the laws of your state, even though you disagree with them. I came from California in June, where I wasn't allowed to carry. I also have a philosophy of allowed versus able. That's to each their own decision of what your life is worth. But when you're in a state that can, I believe that it's you have the right and the privilege to exercise that. Again, this is not a statement. I'm not trying to be aggressive. Like, if you look at me, you could assume that I'm looking for a fight. And that's not the case. I've been in fights. Like I said, I've carried a gun for a living. I don't want to fight. But I am who I am. I have the personality, and I've done the training that I've done. So at this point, it's almost a responsibility for me to carry what I need to carry to make sure that everyone around me, those I love, I don't have any family here today, but these people that I am like-minded with. But if I chose to go to a Biden rally, they wouldn't welcome me with an AR-15, but I would have the same mindset. It's about getting everyone home, and let's just have a good rally, and that's in support of more than Trump, just fairness and truth. So
now, do you think that there's anything going wrong in this facility? Are they counting ballots wrong? Are there stuffed ballots? There's some people here that think there's something shady going on. What do you think on that?
So I don't know the specific techniques that are being used. All I know is that the night of the election, and this is Fox News, they called Arizona way too early, and then all of a sudden, and not just here, but all over the country, we're just seeing so many blatant evidence, so much blatant evidence of voter fraud, and it's been in support of Biden. Never has there been a vertical leap in voting. It's either linear. And I believe I'm referring to the chart from Wisconsin. Don't quote me on that. But that's never happened in an election. So with here, what I know is that I was watching Charlie Kirk's War Room for Arizona. And just the night of the election, Arizona was called way too early for blue, which it's never been before. And then all of a sudden we discovered that there were about 600,000 ballots that were missing. 414 of them from Maricopa County. And if I'm not mistaken, Maricopa County is probably, if I remember the stats correctly, it's like the second or third largest county in the United States. So that's a big deal to be having issues with the voting process here. And then when we started counting those votes, we had the first 70,000 vote drop, if I remember correctly, was 59% for Trump. And then the second drop was 58.8% for Trump. So the math isn't quite adding up. What's being broadcast isn't quite adding up. So, and I would feel the same if all this was going on with Biden, and it was being against Biden. I don't support Biden as a presidential candidate, but again, like, more than Trump or Biden, I want fairness and truth in our election. My family's been fought for this country since the Revolutionary War, like the original Sons of Liberty who were tossing bales of tea in the Boston Harbor. And so, while America needs to improve in certain areas, the things don't need to be rewritten. No country in the history of ever has done what America has done in the areas of morality and humanism in such a short time. So what we have works, and we are constantly improving. Are we finished? No. We don't become as humans. We aren't finished until our whole lives. We're always growing and changing and learning and increasing our knowledge and our understanding of things. So America's doing the same thing, but I think that seeing as we protect a lot more countries than we have invaded, and we have constantly broken barriers in the areas of morality, we're on the right track. So I think it needs to be improved, not rewritten, and not broken down. So,
all right, man. Are you coming back tomorrow? I'll be here tomorrow.
I am not.
Okay. All right, man. Well, stay safe. Thanks for talking to me.
You as well.
Let me give you my card. You could see the live stream. You could see the earlier one. I'm independent, so here you go. I'm a freelancer, but I'm not on assignment here, so this is just going through this system.
I've done private security, but I'm not going to get paid today, but that's the role that I'm taking.
So. Cool. No problem. All right, thanks a lot, man. Stay safe. All right, just got an interview with a guy open carrying an AR-15, and he was in a previous broadcast of mine from, I believe, the second one of the night. You can find that on my social media feed. You got it on Twitter, Facebook, and all that. So you can see the broadcast where he gets into this debate, this discussion, a very civil one, with a man who said he's a Trump supporter, Republican, but he disagreed with the open carrying policy here that a lot of these supporters have. So this is a really interesting debate. I definitely recommend going back and seeing it. And here, this was his response. So I'll flip the camera around and tour here. You can see the entrance to the facility in the background.
Right now, my wife is in California. I go back there now. But, I would just like to say that 2016, I wasn't a Trump supporter. But, and everybody talks about the Trump stuff. We don't know what he's done with the unemployment rate, the job rate. But the things that really attracted me to Trump, and I think we all need to focus on,
Right here are the signs for the freedom of speech zone. And here are the signs. They have them in English and Spanish with a QR code so you can watch the ballots being counted inside this facility here. So you can see people are clustering right at the corner of this fenced area that's part of the parking lot. They're clustering close to the entrance. I can't zoom in right now, but you can see some stairs and a security guard up there. You've got the press here. Supposedly there were some altercations between media and some of the protesters in the past few days. So that's when they erected this fence to have an area for media trucks and reporters to be during the protest. So it's late. It's 11 a.m. local time right now. So there aren't nearly as many people out here. It started to rain a little bit, so I think a lot of people started to leave when that happened. The weather's going to be good tomorrow, so there shouldn't be any problems with that. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to fly the drone in the morning, so hopefully you'll see some shots. I'll provide them to some of my producers at HAPS, so maybe if anyone else is doing broadcasts, we can get it over to them so you can see some of that aerial footage of the area. Thanks for watching. Share this broadcast on any of the social media channels. Really helps when you sign up for HAPS and contribute there. You can do one-time donations, a subscription, buy me a coffee feature. So it really helps me. I'm not on assignment today. It might be tomorrow, but when you support me, that keeps me here, that keeps me broadcasting on HAPS. So if you like what you see, please help out. 11 p.m., I'm sorry, 11 p.m. So anyway, it really helps me out if you could support me. You should check out some of my broadcasts from earlier today. I happened to get here right before Alex Jones showed up and spoke on a megaphone for a few minutes because he's such a big figure. He can't really stay here very long. So what he does is he walks up to the fence with the bullhorn and he talks basically to the people in the facility here, talks at them, and then he'll turn around and talk to the crowd that's out here. So he's only here for like 15 minutes and then he left, but it was a big scrum going on and everyone was really excited and then he left. So I've heard some other conservative broadcasters have been here today. Alex Jones was the only one I saw, and I'll be back here tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be plenty more people. I'll continue to walk around here. Oh, okay. Yeah, March like 9 o'clock or something like that, or something about. It's pretty close, like only a couple miles. Oh, okay. Wow, cool. Thanks for the heads up, man. Appreciate it. So we go over here. I'm an independent journalist. I'm doing a live stream. Would any of you guys be down to do an interview?
Absolutely.
All right, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
Right earlier, what you were saying about the press passes. I'm foreign press. So
Oh, yeah.
I get fucked over if I don't have one. But
yeah.
They're not. They're not. You're not real.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll be over here. Okay, so looks like I might be able to get an interview with one of the folks here. So I'll be just a moment here. One of the guys here has a patterned shirt that's associated. We'll talk to him about it, but it's been associated with the Boogaloo movement, Boogaloo Boys. The reason why they wear patterned shirts is that it helps hide weapons. It kind of became its own little subculture. But the idea is that a lot of people who carry weapons concealed, you can conceal them a lot easier underneath a patterned shirt. So that's kind of where that style comes from. So. Oh, I guess I actually interrupted that interview. I didn't realize. The guy was pretty low key. He didn't look like a journalist. I thought they were just chatting. Yeah, so I'll apologize to him in a second. I didn't mean to interrupt that. I thought they were all in the same group. Yeah, well, okay, yeah, it could be a bit, yeah, being recognized, but I was talking about the original impetus for wearing those. Sorry, man, I didn't realize that he was doing an interview at the time. Right. I was like, I thought he was with you guys.
Oh, no, he's just doing a
Hey, man, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you guys were together. I didn't mean to interrupt your interview. Okay, cool. All right, no problem. I thought you were all together. Okay, man. All right, let's see here. If we can go like this, just try to get the light going good. Okay, man, what's your name?
My name's Nate.
Nate, okay. So tell me a little bit about why you're here.
I'm here because there's a lot of silliness going on and there needs to be peace kept. Everybody deserves a voice and a dialogue would be better. So we're just here to make sure that the votes are counted and that everybody's voice is heard.
I see. So you got the pattern shirt, stereotypically Boogaloo movement type thing. What are you part of that? Are you not?
Yes, absolutely. I'm part of the Boogaloo movement. Looking for a group that has no sexism, no racism, no tyranny, no exceptions. The Boogaloo's where to be.
I see. So there are a lot of narratives that you guys are basically, out to cause trouble. What do you say to people like that?
Well, usually those are the troublemakers saying that. So we're mostly known as peacekeepers, and that's the reason for the bright colors. That way law enforcement sees us, you guys see us. If you need medical supplies, most of our guys that have backpacks have all medical stuff in there. We have extra ammo if you need that. If you're scared, we have plate carriers for that. Come hide behind us. Pretty much anybody, if you want a voice, we're here to make sure you have it.
Now, are you specifically a Trump supporter, or are you more here in your own, capacity?
We're hoping Jorgensen makes that 5% so that the debates happen next time.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about Jorgensen, so for the people who don't know.
Joe Jorgensen was the Libertarian candidate, along with Spike Cohen, who was the VP candidate. We hope he's going to run next time for the presidential candidate. Basically, she was the only adult in the group that was willing to have a spirited debate and actually give everybody their free time as they're supposed to, not interrupt anyone. But these boys didn't want to play by the rules and let a girl play too, which is kind of ridiculous, especially in the Me Too movement and recognizing women's empowerment. I think it's a little ridiculous not to let the only woman on the field have a moment in the debate.
I see. Now, can you kind of give us a tour of your gear, your loadout and everything?
Sure.
Is that cool?
This is an AR-15. This is a 3D printed handle for the front. A pretty decent handle. And my buddy actually put this together. It shoots a 5.56 round, which is standard, or 223. It's a loophole scope. Really nice scope, a little bit more expensive than I typically go for. And then this is a standard level 3 plus plate carrier. Some extra rounds as needed. Keep an extra side on here just in case. Ruger, LCP, and then knife just in case you gotta cut yourself out of stuff.
Okay. All right, man. Do you have anything else to say? Any other?
Just be polite to each other. Everybody has the freedom of speech. Everyone should have the right to bear arms. Even if you serve time, if you served your time, you have the right to come out and bear arms again. Also, when it comes to voting, I believe that too. And respect each other as much as possible.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Stay safe. All right, I just got an interview with a self-identified Boogaloo boy, and I'm going to have to sign off here, get low on battery, but also I'm going to go get a motel room for the night. Originally, I was going to stay in my vehicle, but I can use a lot more power and Wi-Fi. I just picked up this. I'm shooting on an iPhone 12 that I picked up a few hours ago. So I still have some stuff to arrange with apps and all that. So I will be back tomorrow. I'll be flying the drone as long as everything's safe. I'm a licensed commercial drone pilot, so I know how to do it right. As far as supporting me, download the HAPS app. You can do one-time donations. You can do sponsorship. And you can get a view of what's actually going on the ground here. It's totally unfiltered. You don't have to. I'll give you my card in a second. I'm about to cut off. Yeah. So it allows me to bring this kind of coverage to you with no filter. So I really appreciate it. Share it on social media. I'm about to sign off here, so I'll see you all tomorrow, and stay safe. You can reach me on my website too if you need to get to me, or on my socials. Thanks for watching, and like I said, download HAPS and you'll see plenty more of this stuff.